Joker 2. I guess I'm just talking about last year's movies for some reason. Even ones I didn't see. Really, the reason is I thought about things to talk about with them, so here we are. First off, no, I didn't see it. I didn't want to see the Joker movie that everyone liked. I definitely wasn't going to see the one that is a strong contender for the worst film of the year. People said that it was slow, boring, mean-spirited, nonsensical, and at times just flat out stupid. And not even so bad that it's funny. But a lot of people were also really mad at the ending. So, spoiler alert for a movie that you definitely shouldn't see. It ends with Arthur being stabbed to death in prison by someone who then starts laughing maniacally and cuts a smile into his face a la Heath Ledger's Joker, even though Christopher Nolan specifically asked them not to do that. And that means that this character that we've been watching isn't even the real Joker, which really felt like a massive bait and switch. To play devil's advocate for just a minute, I can see a thing that they may have been trying to do. An occasional complaint that I heard was the first movie was an extremely well-made film exploring how someone could become a psychopath like the Joker. But the character that the movie created, while interesting and understandable and clearly insane, did not read as the Joker that we all know. Now, admittedly, caveat, there are a lot of different iterations of the Joker. But one constant is his ability to frequently outwit and befuddle Batman. He is Batman, the world's greatest detective's main enemy. But Arthur Fleck did not read as believable as being capable of becoming that. So you could say that the sequel attempted to fix that by saying Arthur isn't that Joker, but he inspired that Joker. That is an idea. But when you watch 2 full movies following a character billed as the Joker, and then you're suddenly told that he isn't, especially after a movie that most people really didn't enjoy, it's jarring and annoys you. But to make it worse and really twist that knife, this idea has already been proven to be good because someone else already did it. And they did it better with the same character on a TV show for network television. Confession, I actually liked the first 2 seasons of Gotham. Was it perfect? No, but it had some really, really good stuff in it. Jada Pinkett Smith was not one of them. For one thing, Robin Lord Smith was really incredible as the Penguin. That's a character having a surprisingly good run on TV right now, especially considering he was barely featured in the animated series. Smith managed to slowly alter his appearance episode by episode, becoming more and more the Penguin as the show progressed. Like, he started out normal, but then the side of his mouth, slowly drooped down, but it drooped down further each episode. It was a masterclass in physicality, the slowness that he managed to progress and always progress. Corey Michael Smith's performance and the writing for Riddler's really slow transformation into a psychopath and a serial killer was pitch perfect. Also, shockingly, I don't think you can say too much about David Mazouz's performance as Bruce. By his second scene, I thought, and I may have said out loud, you sold me. This kid becomes Batman. I believe it. He did a great job, and I think that he was only 13 when he filmed that first season. But I haven't finished the series, and I know that it did go downhill, but the absolute best episode that I saw involved the Joker. In a season 1 episode, Jim Gordon is investigating a murder at the circus. The snake charmer has been killed while in Gotham's jurisdiction, and they need to find their murderer because he's a cop. He meets her son, Jerome, and asks him to help with the investigation. As the investigation progresses, it comes out that Jerome was the guilty murderer. And when he is accused and arrested, he laughs maniacally and has no remorse. So they ship him off for his first stint at Arkham. Now at that point, everyone knew that that was the Joker. And I admittedly wasn't okay with that. I like the Joker not having an origin. The actor, Cameron Monaghan, was fantastic. His face, his laugh, his smile, everything. And his transformation was amazing. He's actually a really, really good actor. If you see him in other stuff, he transforms between roles. It's amazing. Sometime he should play him again. But I was disappointed because I had hoped that they would avoid the Joker and then maybe have him just show up in the last season, if not the very last episode. But show up he did, and now we have to see somebody's take on the origin of the Joker. I thought. In the first episode of season 2, Jerome is broken out of Arkham for the purpose of creating mayhem with a bunch of other people. And he does. He kills a lot of people, including an absolute massacre at a police station. It gets bad and pretty dark, honestly. 2 episodes later, he takes over a charity gathering full of high society types and just wreaks absolute havoc while the cameras are still rolling. He's unhinged, depraved, maniacal, and he kills a lot of people, both corrupt and innocent. This is the beginning of Joker's reign of terror and infamy inside of Gotham City. Wait, what? Hold on. He's dead? But he's the Joker. They can't kill him. We haven't even had Batman yet. This was when I thought, this just became brilliant. This is when I got on board with the show, because then it cuts to various parts of Gotham where people were watching his broadcast. Inspired, they start laughing like lunatics and committing various acts of violence. He wasn't the Joker. He inspired the Joker. And now the real Joker, who is probably worse, and we saw what he did, is out there somewhere. It could be one of those people, and it could be none of them. Holy cow, that's so cool. I know just from hearsay that they later ruined it by bringing him back, but if they had left it there, that would have been amazing. So, why do I think that that worked and Joker 2 didn't? A couple of reasons, really. One, Jerome wasn't the lead. Gotham was an ensemble of origin stories, so saying we were fooled by just one of them didn't feel like a huge waste of time. Joker was 2 movies of following a lead character and then having him die for no reason and telling us he wasn't who we thought he was. One of the absolute worst things that you can do as a filmmaker is make us feel like you wasted our time. And Todd Phillips did just that. 2, in Gotham, we see that this guy Jerome isn't the Joker. But now we don't know who it is. And that feels unnerving, and mysterious, and kinda dangerous, because there is some malevolent force out there that is just waiting to strike. Meanwhile, Joker 2 showed us who the real Joker was, which meant that this guy right here was the real Joker, and we could have been watching him this whole time. But instead, we were watching Arthur be sad for the last 5 hours. Other people. I didn't do that. Like I have said in the past, with this channel, I don't want to be fantastically negative. I would like to be positive, even though I've been really ranty for the last few episodes. But I really want to talk about good stuff. And this is something that I have wanted to talk about for a while. And this afforded me the opportunity to be positive while being negative about something else by comparing it to the positive thing. Darn it, negative times positive is a negative. Well, I guess that didn't quite work out, but it was my hope going into this. Anyway, you'll see me next time if you subscribe. Bye.